Welcome back to CEO Money. I'm Ed Baxter sitting in for Michael Yorba. We'd like to thank you guys for joining us. Today, joining us now is Toni Kaufman, CEO of KDDM. KDDM, let me make sure I do that right. KDDM Incorporated. Toni, thank you for joining us in the show. And it's interesting, you're in Houston, I believe. Is that right? Is that correct?
That's correct, thanks. And yes, you said it perfect. It's KDDM, Kaufman Design Development Marketing.
Well, I'm from the country, so I butcher things quite a bit. So
I love it.
we'll let that go. But tell us a little bit about KDDM. What is KDDM? KDDM. What do you guys do?
KDDM is a small company that we put together that does basically we take people's and corporations' ideas and we take it from concept to launch. So in effect, we can flesh out your idea or your product. Some of our clients make their own teas. Some of our clients make their own cheese. Some of our clients make their own carpet cleaners and all this kind of stuff. So we have fun putting everything together and in place so that they go, like I said, from concept, and then we take them through the steps through launch, which is when we get social media involved, when we get click funnels involved, where we get landing pages involved, where we optimize their Facebook, optimize their LinkedIn profiles, and we make things work for them that normally in the line of advertising and marketing, we don't stop just at the print and we don't stop just at the design. We can take them all the way through special events and conferences if they need that.
So if I were a person who came up with a great new idea or something I thought was a great idea, you could essentially take that from soup to nuts?
You know what? I like that even better. Soup to nuts. That's great. Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about the weather there. It looks like you guys obviously you had a hurricane, you had a variety of different things that have happened in Houston. And by the way, congratulations on the baseball team winning the championship. I mean, how are you guys doing? How are things going for you right now?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's give you the bad news. We had 3 feet of water in our home for the second time in 10 months. We had just finished fixing the house up from the tax day flood last April. We moved back in the day before Thanksgiving and celebrated Thanksgiving, and then in August we got Harvey. So what I did is I found a rental home on the basis that it has never flooded and will never flood, and we moved ourselves, and we were lucky enough to get 4 bedrooms upstairs, which is where my staff is living. So we kind of have what I call an incubator here. The staff lives here because they also lost their homes, and they were also in trouble, and our company lost its home. So I worked out a deal with an incredible person named Leo Wheeler, and he lent us this beautiful home. So we have all the office downstairs, and the bedrooms upstairs are for the staff.
That's outstanding. Talk to me a little bit about how small businesses are recovering in Houston right now. Obviously, you're doing pretty well yourself.
Oh no, it's a struggle, but we have hope, and I am certain, and I am clear, and I want results, and I expect that for all of my clients as well. And so, the way I see it, God pitched the foul ball to us, and we just need to fix it. But the other way to look at it, it is that we sure got rid of all the clutter.
I can relate to that. Having moved recently myself, I can identify with clutter. Obviously, you spend a tremendous amount of time speaking to people and motivating people all over the world. What is Toni's main message to people?
Oh, I have. You know what? I'm going to, with your permission, we're going to break the bubble and tell people what we've been working on for 2.5 years. Is that okay?
Break it.
We have a program called Act 2. And let me put it this way. There are 68, more or less, million people in the United States that have been laid off, fired, separated from their jobs in the past 5 years. In Houston alone, we're expecting about another 6,800 layoffs in the next 6 months, companies that could not recover and decided to shut down, as well as stores that are shutting down. I mean, even big ones like Macy's and Payless and things like that. There's 1,200 retail stores. It's called the retail apocalypse, by the way. That's coming down the road. So what we've done is we feel that if a company knows that they're having to transition their employees to being laid off or fired, we know what that feels like. it's painful, and it's worse than a divorce because most of us grew up, especially baby boomers, grew up thinking that, our job was who we were. And when you would introduce yourself, you would say, hi, I'm Ed, and I'm a radio station host, and I'm the president of this company. And when you get laid off, it's a very painful experience because you really fight to regain relevance. I tell people a story. It takes you 3 months to stop checking your email, and then after 6 months, you wonder why nobody wants to talk to you anymore.
This is true.
And we created a program that will help take you back through your hero's journey. We establish and find out what your archetype is. On registration, as you walk in, you're going to find out if you have a cape or a mask. Which superhero were you when you were a kid? And we're going to do, in the words of Steve Jobs, we're going to connect the dots backwards so that we realize who you are, what's your strengths and weaknesses, who's your archetype, how do you deal with it. We do all of 3-day workshops in terms of a movie, because I am a casting director and a producer and have been for many years. And so I think in terms of pre-production, production, and post-production. And so we do that with Act 2. Lights, camera, action, your role must go on.
Well, we're about out of time, Toni. Just a couple of things going toward the end here. What is the Houston Public Speakers Club, and why did you get involved?
It's an incredible club that we're bringing down. It started in Calgary with a friend of mine named Jackie McClellan, and so basically I bought the city of Houston as a franchise to help. I
can see that. Hang on just a second there. We're just out of time here. I apologize for that. We're just running just a little bit over, but I want to thank you for joining us, and we'd love to have you back at some other time when we have a little bit more time to finish the interview. Is that okay with you? Would you join us again?
Thank you. You bet.
Perfect. Thank you very much. You've been listening to CEO Money with Ed Baxter. This last section here brought to you by Notify CRM.